I think generally the concerns relate to his health condition. Because since his kidnapped on Monday this week, Monday this week, yes, a search has been on. We mounted the search. We tried everywhere, police stations, and we couldn't find him. We couldn't locate him. And the worst thing is the destruction of institutions in this country. That every person, every single officer, every single responsible person you talk to wanted to avoid trouble. Right from the police and a military officer you talked with would say that one is not our prisoner. The police said they had no knowledge of where he was, and I believe them. We were not told where he is. We knew that he was in custody of some illegal outfit in form of the military. You know, the military is a trespasser in this area. So they trespassed onto police jurisdiction. We went to Natete police station, which is the area police, up to the region. They all refused to attend to us. They were saying, we do not know, we don't have him. Go to CID headquarters. We went to CID headquarters. They bounced us. We went to KMP where they sent us, and we could not get help. Until last night, midnight, we were looking for him in various police stations, where we would be told sometimes deceptively to disorganize us. And finally, in the morning today, around 10:30, when we got information that he's at Chira, we verified it with our sources, and yes, we found him at Chira. Thank God. Because we know that the condition where he has been is much worse. With relation to him being produced in court, definitely we cannot celebrate it as a victory. But we can only celebrate that in the law. At the end of the day, the law may be slow, but the law will prevail over impunity. Impunity, indiscipline, indecency, and all manner of vices have their limits. At the end of the day, the law catches up with all those vices. Now, the medical condition has been worsened by his illegal incarceration. The torture, including physical torture, the apprehension arising out of the torture and uncertainty, being made to sleep on the ground, on the bare ground. Then he was also forced to do physical exercises, even with his frail body. As you see him, as you've known lately, the life he has been living, they forced him to do drills, which have been exhausting, and that caused him to collapse. There are so many things that have been done to him that he has narrated to us, some of which I would rather not mention because of the private nature. And maybe, God willing, one day he will tell the world.
Honorable, there was a challenge raised by the council, now your client, Erias Lukwago. He says most of the individuals talked about to be part of the matter that he's now been charged with are his clients. What does that speak to you as a lawyer?
What it means is the urgency to release him so as to attend to that case. Because the beauty is that it's a separate file. The beauty is that those who are persecuting him know the reason they are persecuting him, and they have given us the reason they are persecuting him. I have sincere hope that he will be out to proceed with the defense of his clients. Because those clients gave us instructions. We cannot abandon them along the way, even in the face of adversity and threats unto our lives as professionals. But we also want to thank those people that have stood with us. It has been trying, we've been tribulating, but there are people who stood with us, even while others chickened and feared to associate because of the brutal nature of the Achusa, many, Uganda Law Society, a society to which we proudly belong, the Radical Nuba leadership, the East African Law Society, the Pan-African Lawyers Union, the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, and the International Bar Association, and all professional bodies, the Muslim Lawyers Association. I think I also saw their voice. It came out. And the various individuals and institutions that came out to boldly say no. Ladies and gentlemen, today it's me, tomorrow it's you. I mean, you've seen that there is a list, that now it is Lukwago, next it is his lawyer, and the colleague, Honorable Martha Karua. At least for her, she's lucky, she's beyond the borders. Then the next is Semuju. Next, I think, is Barrio Musi, because the man said he wants to jump on Barrio Musi's belly as a bouncing castle. Maybe also thank you to his wife, sister, Charlotte. She's a wife. She's his wife. Okay, we want to thank her because he said she directed him to release. But we want to ask Charlotte, where have you been with all these happenings? Mama Jane, where have you been with all these things happening? And the Genome 7, my brother, where have you been when your son is doing all these embarrassing things to you? Police, where are you? I was surprised that even when they dropped somebody, a torture victim today at Chira, the police did not arrest those bandits. I was surprised. That notwithstanding, this is step one. Oh, thank you, team of lawyers with whom we worked on the habeas corpus. Maybe you need to know that we filed the habeas corpus this morning. And probably it woke them up. And in the habeas corpus, we still named the Mohos Kanyaugabu. We did not cowardize. First, we want to respect institutions in this country. But nobody is going to respect an institution headed by somebody who does not respect the law. Now, you saw that it extended into the police. You saw how they were brutalizing me, stopping me from entering court. I went to pick documents for my colleagues, the lawyers that had been blocked, Beka Seka Njako, Kabuye, and Muizi. Then they refused me to come back. I said, people, my client has been taken to court. They said, no, you're not going. I had to force my way. Why? Is that necessary? But, I mean, because it is the way to go if you want to get a promotion. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, people who turned up. We want to thank Narongo for remaining steadfast. You know, sometimes our spouses are used as agents with the devil. Thank you, Roshi, for standing with your dear husband. We want to thank the children for the resilience. I know at some points they have been breaking down. We pray that it ends well. From a professional angle, it's very interesting. One, how somebody can charge you after asking you to release information you might have obtained from your client in the course of your professional conduct, your professional practice. Tell us what your clients told you. Can you imagine a professional? To our son, Genome Hos Kanyarugaba, I will appeal to you still. Look at your peers, the people you went to school with, the people you went with to those military academies. On our money, look at how they conduct themselves. Get me one, not two, who behaves like you, who threatens others to break limb and destroy life, who dignifies himself in dignifying others. Just one, not two. You studied. We paid for you to study in South Africa, paid for you to study in Egypt, paid for you to study in Sandhurst, paid for you to study in Kansas, You know, the instruction you received from there is to command and protect us, not to command and hurt us. I take particular note of your threat unto my life and person. Of course, I am not so hard-hearted or stone-hearted to say I do not worry or care. I care. I fear you even, but I fear the law more than anything. There are certain things that should not be done by a leader of an institution created by the Constitution. You enjoy that high office because it was created by the law. The only way you can sit lawfully in that office is by respecting the law that placed you there, plus the responsibilities that I'm also going to appeal to the Bataka of Buganda, because one of their sons, Joel Museveni, produced a son who is brutalizing us. I want to sincerely hope that I will not disappear, that I will be around. But whether I'm around or not, the voice that I raise will be there. The issues that I stand for will remain there and will have to be solved if we all going to have peace. Martin Luther King Jr. said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Oh yes, he was forcefully shaved off his hair. I said there are certain things I do not want to mention, but that is visible. They shaved off his hair forcefully with an unsanitized machine. I also want to tell you that he was forced to eat posho and beans. First of all, I suspect it had a lot of salt. I don't know if it had other components. But we have said consistently that his meals are prescribed medically. What you're supposed to eat, when and how. So they forced him to eat posho and beans, which exacerbated his condition, as I mentioned. All his underlying medical conditions rose up as a result of the environment in which he has been for the last 2 days.
Wait! I don't want people there. What are you doing there? Fata. Now, maintain. No crowd is there. No crowd. Gende wa muna mateka.